So, good morning. So I'm sitting here, letting my shoulders droop. Hopefully you're comfortable. You've had your coffee if you want coffee. Taking that breath. Getting ready to start a day, or if the day's already started and it's later on, at least taking a moment. Back in the old days, people would just go for a cigarette break. So, I always talk about how things are meant to be. When reading tarot, everything is an omen, everything happens the way it's supposed to, right? So, here's the funny thing today. Is that Michael came over 2 nights ago, and we did a hour and a half, almost an hour and a half on just the aces of the tarot deck. So we do our the Two of Wands show, and he had left. Michael, you have left 4 of your aces here. You've left 4 of your cards. I had put them aside. Didn't think about it. Last night I got less sleep than I normally do. And I'm sitting there even thinking, I really need to pay attention to things. So what's the first thing I do? I come in here, I grab my cards, and I'm thinking, did I leave my aces out of the deck when I read yesterday? So I immediately put the 4 aces in here, started shuffling, getting ready to click go. And I realized and remembered, this is why we need sleep. I am now going to use this deck with duplicates of the aces. Michael, I will get you your cards back. But right now, and that is how it is supposed to be. So, not having the time to go through them, could have actually. But I was sitting there laughing, thinking, you know, we take everything as it comes and don't take things so serious. So, I decided just to keep shuffling, taking that breath, and seeing what the universe has to show us. Because it introduced a little slight tick there, so that means that the deck's going to be 4 cards extra. That means it's going to affect the reading for today, which means it's going to affect how it's going to spread out through the week, the months, and going on forward. Because every little thing matters when you're reading tarot. Hello, Jim. Good morning. So, that's just funny. So here's my stack. And I'm going to make my 3 stacks, each one a thread going out to the universe. And whichever thread I pull will be the conversation we have for the day. And each one of these is a different conversation that will lead us in a different direction. So today is Thursday. Is today Thursday or Friday? Oh, man. Did I tell you I got lack of sleep? Today is Friday. So I am going to see, since obviously I am not going to be the master of the obvious today, I'm going to go for the bottom of the deck. I want to see what's underneath it all, see what advice I need, see what advice we can pull out for everybody. So, I am running on lack of sleep today. So I'm going to do my 3 and 1. And I'm going to flip them over one at a time since I like to do stream of consciousness. I'll go through the cards, explaining each one, reading them like a book. And then I think I might know what's going on. And then I get to the last card and it can change everything around. So let's open that first page. 6s this week have just been popular. I think I've had them 4 out of 5 days. and the Six of Cups. So sixes are about harmony, improvement, moving forward. We're more than halfway through something. And with the Six of Cups, it's a moment to be able to take a breath and think about where we came from and how we got here. So, and the Two of Cups is about working with other people, unity. It can deal with relationships. It's about finding that balance in our emotional life, but this is reversed. And this is about taking a moment, taking a break. The Four of Swords is giving ourselves a moment to pause. It's absorbing what we've done for the week. Finding a little bit of finding that mental stability, at least for a moment. Kind of like when you're meditating. Kind of like when we're just sitting here looking for that peace. So, if this is about looking about where we came from, then is that stirring up some resentments? Maybe some feelings? And resentment, it's a Latin word, resente, or I forgot exactly how it's pronounced. I should look it up. But it means to refeel. So when we have a resentment, when we let those feelings rent space in our head for free, we're re-feeling that anger, that sadness, that resentment. And that's never healthy. So it's about taking that moment, recognizing when we might be feeling resentments today. Maybe things were going a particular direction and then something changed and we weren't happy with the direction things started going. Do we really want to re-feel that? Do we really want to let it rent space in our head? And this is saying that we have the ability to just stop and take a moment, because that is a peaceful repose, right? And I've always felt a strong connection to the Four of Swords. Most people ask, what card would you be in the deck? Most people would point out a court card as a significator, which would represent them. Or they'd pick a major. But I've always just felt a strong connection with the Four of Swords. I think it's because it's what I strive for. And it's saying that maybe we've evolved a little bit here to where, yeah, things were going in a particular direction, may not have worked out the way we wanted. And so we have that re-feeling of it, that resentment, that anger, that it just can kind of ruin our day for no reason. It's like when we ask ourselves, I don't know why it gets to me so much. I don't know why. This is the advice card. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So the Wheel of Fortune is about chance, about things moving, about things changing. The Wheel of Fortune reversed is that things may have been going well, but it can't always stay amazing and wonderful. Things gonna change no matter what. That is life. Things are really good and then they're not. Things are really bad and we tend to think it's gonna stay that way. So when things are good, we know that something's gonna throw a wrench in there and it can't stay good forever. And yet when things are bad, what's the first thing we think? This is going to be the rest of my life. The Wheel of Fortune's just saying, good, bad, or indifferent, it's going to change. It's what we make of it. So, the Four of Swords is about finding acceptance. It's about letting go, realizing that things are not always going to stay good. We know that because we tell ourselves, this isn't going to last. How long can things stay good? But it's also telling us that we got to stop listening to that voice that when it's negative, we think it's forever. Or we can make things bigger than they really are. Because ultimately, things do change. We know it because we've had good things have happened to us. So that's what the reading is today, is just finding acceptance, realizing what comes up must go down. But the positive thing is that this is saying that we actually have the tools already. And that we just need to implement the tools and just know that no matter how bad things are, it's eventually going to change. It may change one way, it may change the other, but eventually we do grow out of it. So we just accept the moment. When we're like this and we find at least a little bit of serenity, then at least we're not going to act out, get into that big argument. Like this card says that, we've had that already. We've done that. Now we have the resentment because they said things, I've said things, you've said things. And it's because we're upset because we moved past this part here. So this was a really good part here. The Wheel of Fortune hit, and things just change because, that's life. Now we just need to accept it and know that life's a big circle. So, with that, I hope everybody has an amazing day. I hope your weekend is absolutely amazing. I will see you again at 7:15 Monday. I can't believe today's Friday. So I'll see you at 7:15 again Eastern on Monday. And again, thank you again for helping me have a really good week. Interesting week. And with that, Whistle Jacket. The cards are amazing. I mean, they really do just tell a story. And leaving those 4 aces in there was very important. Instead of panicking, it's like, well, that's how it's supposed to be. So by doing that, it moved all the cards 4 places. And the acceptance is that, hey, that's the way the universe is. So thank you again. And everybody, take care. And I'll see you on Monday.